Can anybody not hear me? Great. So, PBS came to us about a year ago wanting to make a web series about art. And
About what?
art. And so, art is like this huge term, right? And they weren't any more specific than that. And you might think sculpture, or painting, or drawing, or mosaic, or whatever type of art form that is in the traditional kind of vernacular of what art is. Ballet, we're in Lincoln Center, classical music. But they wanted it to be for the web. And so our first question was, well, what kind of art does the web care about? And so before we made any decisions about content, we went to the web and we did research. And what we found is that, well, people aren't watching a lot of ballet. People aren't watching all this stuff about oil paint. What they're looking at is things about steampunk. They're looking at internet memes, lots of graphic design, typography, logo design. And so our conclusion was that we couldn't make a traditional series about art because no one would watch it. And so from the very, very beginning, we had to decide to go against the grain. And we had to decide to do something that maybe in our hearts, maybe even if in our hearts we wanted to make a show about painting, we couldn't. Because no one would watch it. And your success online is measured by what people watch. So I think that, just to get started, for everyone in here who's a filmmaker, particularly at this conference, we have to change the way that we think about our content. We have to change the way that we think about what our missions are as filmmakers. Because so much of what we make doesn't get watched. So much of what we make is ignored. And probably the most successful filmmaker in the world right now is the guy that made that film about Islam. Islam.
Eric, I might actually go into it.
Thank you.
Tie into the mic.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were recording. Probably the most successful filmmaker in the world right now is the guy who made that film about Islam that resulted in protests, death, and violence. And he's not a great guy, right? He's probably an idiot. But what he did really well was provoke a response from an entire region of people, right? From an entire culture. And yeah, he's an asshole, and I would never get behind him, right? But he made something that, frankly, is significant. And so, when we started Off Book,